I should have thought, and Helen Mortimer. I've got the British women on my mind. But there you have the standings in the men's competition in the Tito UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. Nico Vouilloz leading Steve Peat. It's been a battle all the way for those guys. As we look at Fabien Barel, the first man we are going to see. The man who won the 4th round of the World Cup in Monson, and Team GT rider, the teammate of Britain, Steve Peat, the former junior world champion from 1998. He won that title in Monson race in Monson and this year. He's quicker at the intermediate mark than any other rider before him. 1.65 seconds. He takes some course tape with him as he takes that jump on the bottom part of this course. Fabien Barel, 9th spot in the previous round in a range. Barel coming down into the finish area now. I'm sure this is going to put him into first spot. It is indeed 2.49 faster than the previous fastest rider. Fabien Barel is up there in first at the moment as we look at his teammate, Eric Carter. Eric Carter qualifying 9th this morning. Eric qualifying with a time of 5:56.52, and he's slower at the intermediate mark than Fabien Barel. Barel was a lot slower in the semis this morning with just over 6 minutes. Eric has been doing so well in the downhill standings now. He used to be known as more of a dual and a BMX rider. His time, a bit slower than Fabien Barel as we look at Greg Minnaar, 5th round in Vale. That was his best ever, and the first time an African male had been on the podium. 5th spot in Vale, just about 4 seconds slower than Steve Peat, who won then, taking big air. Greg Minnaar, this man holds 16 cars, and he is faster than Barel, over 1 second faster, 5:38.70. Greg Minnaar going into first spot. What a brilliant run for him. We're going to take a short break. Join me after that break for the rest of the men's downhill. Position 3 times second. The man is so consistent. Was very, very unhappy about losing his world championship in Sierra Nevada this year. The first time he's never won a world championship. And he actually admitted after that he was very, very flat, but he is faster now than anyone else has been on this Kaprun course, this 4.3-kilometre course. He is faster at that intermediate mark. Nico Vouilloz, who has won here before. He won in 1998. As we look at Greg Minnaar on the left-hand side of your screen, Nico Vouilloz coming down into the bottom part of the course. He is a super fast rider now. Nico Vouilloz, 4.39 seconds faster than anybody else. 5:34.31. Nico Vouilloz goes into the lead as his arch rival, the British rider, the Team GT rider, Steve Peat, moves off of the start line. Steve really has to go a lot faster now. He must win here if he has any chance of wresting that title away from Nico Vouilloz. Steve actually qualified fastest here last year, but then was one of the unfortunate 13 riders to ride in the rain in the final run, eventually finishing in 14th spot, which was not enough to take the title away from Nico Vouilloz last year. And indeed, we're back again in the same scenario in the year 2000. He's just about 1.21 slower. Motor now on the bottom part of this course. He won the 5th round in Vale. He wants to win here in Kaprun. He does like this course, the Team GT rider, the European champion. He beat Nico Vouilloz at Vars in France, but he's not going to do it here. Just under 2/10 slower, 5:34.49, and I think Vouilloz realises that he may now have won the World Cup for the year 2000. Gets a kiss from his girlfriend, and I think Steve is unhappy about that. As we go back up to the top of the course with David Vasquez Lopez. Steve Peat was 4th fastest this morning. Vasquez 3rd fastest with just 2 riders to go after Vasquez. Vasquez, the winner of the 1st round in Leger, and takes huge air there. The Subaru Specialized rider has had a very, very consistent season so far. Really, Vasquez, Peat and Vouilloz have been much better than anybody else, and 3rd spot at the moment, just over 4/10 slower than Vouilloz, and a little bit slower than Steve Peat. We go to the 2nd man in qualifying this morning. Quick Mikel Pascal, the B1 rider, former teammate of Nico Vouilloz, and makes a mistake there. When will this guy win a World Cup round? He has qualified first on numerous occasions, but has not transferred that sort of form into the final round. He's such a brilliant rider. A former junior world champion. Good enough to... He just needs to relax in the final round, but he's 4.5 seconds slower at that intermediate mark. I'm not surprised, given those mistakes. Higher up on the course. Quick Mick, looking good in the technical sections now. Didn't hold it together on the rooty bits and takes big air like Vasquez did. He's got to beat that time set by Vouilloz, a time of 5:34.31. I don't think he's going to make up those 4.5 seconds on the bottom part of the course, and he doesn't indeed. Loses more. 5:41.25. Moves into 7th spot with just one rider to go. Basta Baver, Michael Pascal's teammate on the B1 team. Bast has been fastest qualifier here in Kaprun 3 times now, including today. And he has never transferred that into a win. This is Bass's type of course. He loves a fast course. It's long. He's very, very fit. He's had a good season so far as well, has Bass. He's right. The B1 rider needs to motor. He can. He's very, very fit. Has only won 1 round of the World Cup. That was in South Africa in 1997, but he's slower at the intermediate than the fastest rider. Bass needs to motor now. I don't think he's going to make up the time unless he really can ride a lot faster than anybody else here in Kaprun. The man who has qualified fastest 3 times now, including today's race. Can he take his 2nd World Cup win? I don't think he's going to do that. It looks like Nicolas Vouilloz is going to win. Bass moves into 4th spot. Nicolas Vouilloz wins again. What a win for him. Steve Peat in 2nd. Basta Baver in 4th spot with a time of 5:38.07. Nicolas Vouilloz realises he has won the World Cup. What a metronome. My goodness me. Steve Peat has come so close. As we look at confirmation of the final result, just under 2/10 slower. Vasquez in 3rd, the Beaver in 4th, Greg Minnaar in 5th. A brilliant 10th spot for Britain's Will Longdon in 10th, Cedric Gratier in 9th, Pascal a final 8th, Eric Carter in 7th. And Nicolas saying, oh wow, saying this, I don't understand it. I knew my opponents, I knew who my opponents were and their strengths, and I needed to be strong today to beat them, but I really did make quite a few mistakes, and but I really wanted to be fast. It's not like me to make mistakes, it's not my style. I prefer to be clean and efficient, and but I pushed it to the limit here today, and I wanted to make up the seconds, but I believe that I lost, even a 1/10 of a second. I treated my bike very hard. I didn't want to lose the win, and he knew it would be very tight in the World Cup, but he said, I'm really happy. I needed to be 2nd here in Kaprun to win the World Cup, but he's done one better than that. He was 1st. Great ride from Nicolas Vouilloz. Well, I never won another World Cup round. He's now unbeatable. Steve Peat has got to make sure of that 2nd spot ahead of Vasquez Lopez. Basta Beaver in 4th spot at the moment. Gerwin Peters in 5th. And there you have the guys on the podium. Well, great racing here in Kaprun. Always produces great racing. This classic course. And Caroline Chasson has wrapped up her 3rd and 4th titles here, the dual World Cup overall, the downhill World Cup overall. Nicolas Vouilloz has wrapped up the men's downhill, but there's still a lot to play for. We have one more round. Join me, Mark Bicycle, for that in a couple of weeks' time.